Hello, everyone. Welcome to week number 4 of Roll for Roll, where we attempt to play D&D. I am Gozirra. You can find me...
No sugarcoating.
Exactly. You can find me at Gozirra with 3 R's on Twitter. And we'll go down the line, what you do, and where we can find you at, and who you are playing. So we'll start with Tusky.
All right, I'm Tusky, playing the human pirate Victor in this campaign. You can find me at Solon Tusk on Twitter, and that's pretty much it.
Hello, I am Lightnevaeh. I play a Tiefling Warlock named Hope. You can find me on Twitter at Lightnevaeh. You can search for me on Twitch. Just look up Lightnevaeh.
I'm Ted. I play Axton Fletcher, human cleric and slash fighter, and you can find me everywhere on the internet at Nerd Immersion.
What's up? My name's Kugo. I play the Bronze Dragonborn Barbarian, Vrax, and I am very excited to be here tonight. Tell you what, Gozirra, tonight it's going to be an exciting session.
Yes, it
I
is.
can feel it in my Dragonborn loins.
It's there's some things that can happen tonight, which it's gonna be awesome. Couple announcements that I have. We are actually, and this might be new to a bunch of our players, but I wanted to start doing follower goals, and so by next week we'll have follower goals up there. And it could be from anything from a, oh, we got a Marwin here, kind of, but he's he was running a
Just
little
his
late,
fan.
so yeah, just his fan right now. But we're gonna do some follower goals, which I think I have some fun ideas in mind for them. And also by next week we should have everyone's background and videos up. We have 3 of them tonight, which we can view during the break.
3.
We have
Nice.
3 of them. So,
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And does anybody else have any announcements they want to make? Stream schedules?
Actually, I want to thank Lily Love. She actually made my avatar.
Oh, nice.
She drew me Hope. So yeah.
Wow.
Hey, that's our first fan art.
Uh-huh.
Way to go, Lily. I know Lily.
Yes.
Sweetheart. Through and through.
Through and through.
I guess if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons outside of our stream or Critical Role, other stuff like that, I also stream D&D, but more importantly, pre-release of the new Dungeons and Dragons campaign book, Curse of Strahd, which doesn't officially release till next week. Some of us have access to it early. I have it, and I did just a video on my YouTube channel all about all the new stuff in there. So if you're curious what new information you can find, you can go and check out that video.
Awesome.
We got a Marwin.
Well,
You do, and
yeah.
not just a fan.
So yeah, Marwin's gonna be stepping in here. He had some personal issues to deal with today, so but he's making it nonetheless. But anyway, so let's do a little recap from what happened last week. So our heroes started off gathered around this portal, with Marwin actually stepping into the portal and leaving. So while that was happening, a tax collector from Hellbrook came out and through some way of I don't even know how to describe it, but basically through trickery they try to get out of paying their taxes, which the tax collector
Made a
saw
roll
through.
for tax evasion.
Yeah.
We failed.
They ended up paying their taxes, which was nice. And then they did a lot of shopping, to include grocery shopping, which they should be gathering tomorrow during the D&D session anyway. But towards the end of the stream, Marwin decided to, against the companions' advice, decided to step back into the portal, which Victor and Vrax went in after him, and they met Marwin the Spark, who is one of the 4 kings that Axton has been reading about. His spark has been stolen from him, and they are tasked to get it back within a year's time, or the destruction of the world happens. And with everyone gathered back in, that's what we're jumping into now. So Axton was reading more about Marwin in his book, The 5 Kings, that he picked up from the library inside their home. Hope picked up a book called Theory Crafting of Magic, which she was going to thumb through. And Victor was going to go around town to procure some information. I think Vrax and Marwin were going to accompany him on that. It's about 11 o'clock right now. The feast doesn't start until about 5. So what would you guys like to do?
So much before 11.
Are they still outside right now?
Yeah, they haven't. I don't unless you guys took off. I think they just walked outside.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
we're
ahead
all-
and
No, I was just saying we're all staged outside, kind of just waiting.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the book down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and walk outside.
Alrighty.
They are all out front,
Yes,
correct?
they're all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and say, Vrax, do you mind if I see the bag of holding real quick?
Vrax is of course was left off standing there outside with his arms crossed, looking out into the town, furious at the sight he's just seen about seeing Marwin, and how he'd hate to see Marwin. But I turn and I say, I don't even say a word, but I turn to Hope, and I grab the bag of holding and I hold it out, give it to her.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bag of holding. I'm gonna sit on the porch, and I'm actually going to think of the items that are in there. I'm gonna pull out the pipe and the weed, and I'm gonna pack it.
It's pipe weed. Yeah.
Pipe weed.
Whoa.
I get pipe weed, and I'm going to go ahead and snap my fingers, which I'm using the cantrip, the prestidigitation, and I'm going to smoke it.
Alrighty.
And as I smoke it,
Marwin's
One-
jaw
And
drops.
welcome to Roll for Roll, baby! Welcome to Roll for Roll!
I thought it was 11, not 420. I missed that.
you know, right?
Welcome to
I'm
the
going to go ahead, yeah, and then I start making these little ringlets, and
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, exactly. I used to have
Somebody
a,
gift that, please. I'm sorry.
I used to have a great aunt who told many stories and made these smoke images, told about dragons and kings and everything else, and it just felt right to go ahead and smoke. We've been not even a full day through a lot of stuff. And I went ahead and hand the pipe to
Marwin
Marwin. And
takes his pipe back, and he's got this confused look on his face, and gives you a little nod and starts puffing on the pipe as well.
there's reasons why I say what I say. If you could just respect what I tell you not to smoke in house, you may have this back. The reasons why the smell reminds me of my father. Him and I don't get too along. So, if you'd be good, this is back. This is yours.
He nods and yeah. I'll be good. I'll be good.
All right. Well, looks like we have hours until the feast. I'm gonna go ahead into Major District. I got some things I'd like to do alone, if you don't mind. I'm gonna head and put my hood up, and I'm gonna walk towards that way.
Okay. So Hope takes her leave over towards the Mages District. Victor, Vrax.
Victor is he's gonna take off and head towards the docks, and try and see if he can find somebody he knows, like a sailor, captain of a ship, what have you, and try and procure some information about Monben.
I'm gonna turn you down.
Okay.
Tusky,
Am I loud?
A little hot tonight.
You, buddy.
Yeah. I got turned down too. Vrax, what are you doing?
Vrax is just standing on the porch still, with his arms crossed, and you could tell he's just very lost in thought. He's remembering a lot about his past, about the tribe and the clan that he grew up in with the other Bronze Dragonborns, and how they kind of shared similar traits to Monben, and he's just completely clouded right now. So he's just standing there on the porch looking out, he looks content.
Okay. Axton, are you just staying inside?
Well, we, and correct me if I'm wrong, because we did go over this a bunch, but then we also spent forever with a tax collector. So we explored everything that we physically saw inside the house, correct? Like all the rooms?
Inside the house, yes.
Okay. Was there, and I know we have like a foyer that leads to this kind of front porch that we have where everybody's smoking pipes, looking off into distance, doing their own little stoic things. Is there a back door to go, like, or no?
Not that you've explored. You can't find a back door, but I mean, there's certain areas where you just like looked in and looked out.
Okay.
And unless you were really looking, and I'll tell you right now, there is a door leading off from the servants' quarters that are attached to the kitchen.
Okay.
There is a back door there where they can go in and out as they please.
Okay. I was curious about that since apparently we have servants coming. I don't know where they're staying, so...
There is servants' quarters. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because otherwise they'd be sharing a bedroom upstairs with everybody else, and that could get a little awkward.
Yeah.
Only as awkward as you want to make it.
I'm staying downstairs.
Yeah,
That's okay
buddy.
with you guys.
Hey, Gwen. Downstairs? You want to stay downstairs? All right.
I'm stealing that first floor master bath, man. That's where I'm staying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got my book, but I would just like to, because I feel like we just kind of gone in and out, and it was like 3:00 in the morning. We left and did a bunch of stuff, just kind of landscape around, see if we have neighbors or
Okay.
what's going on around the house.
All right. So you want to head to the back of the house? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, if that's something that I would reasonably
Yeah.
like know to go out the back, then yeah.
Oh, I mean, you go out the front, and then you're kind of inspecting the sides. The sides of the house it's about 6 feet between the buildings, and then there's another house on either side. It doesn't look occupied at the
Okay.
time. It just looks like a typical 2-story house.
Okay.
The pathway in between the houses are cobblestone, and as you follow it around the back, you notice that the back is flat all the way across, and you also notice there's like a 2-door cellar entrance.
Okay. Now we're talking. Oh, more secret stuff with more portals to more crazy dragons.
Would you like to go down there?
I want to look at the door before I open it, but yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
give it a shot.
Roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. Come on.
First roll of the evening.
Let's see how it
Let's-
does.
Let's do this. Yes.
There you go, buddy.
24.
It doesn't look trapped. It doesn't look
Okay.
magical in nature. It just looks like a regular double door cellar that has a exterior lock on it.
Okay. So there is a lock on it then.
Yes.
Oh, I have all the keys.
Mm-hmm.
So
So fumbling through the keys, you eventually find the key to open it up within, 30, 45 seconds.
okay.
You're able to open it up. Do you open up the doors, or what do you do with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the doors. I'm gonna work my way down there.
Okay. You open it up, and you can see it's pretty dusty down there. Nobody's been down there for
Mhm.
at least 9 months. But
Alright.
there's steps all the way down until you hit another door.
Okay. Gonna head down towards that door then.
Okay. Further you go down, I mean, it's a typical cellar. So
Okay.
once you open the door's unlocked, and you push open the door, and there is a very open space with support beams down there, holding up, the house. It's just a cellar. There's some barrels, but it doesn't, and there's some chests down there, but rummaging through it, you don't find anything in them. They just look like they're storage for food
Okay.
or wine or whatever.
Okay. And this is just like the whole, basically the layout of the basement. This is, it doesn't look like this is smaller than like the upstairs footprint of the house at all.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
except for a section that's sectioned off, which you can
Mhm.
gather that's probably where the portal's at.
Okay. All right. So this is like a sizable amount of storage. So if we do acquire like treasure or goods and stuff, we can store a substantial amount of stuff down here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Plenty of storage. You know what? Because it's 11 o'clock and we haven't done anything today. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Let's see if I see anything in this guy's basement here.
How far?
Our basement.
Our basement. That's right. That's right. We need a name
That's
for this
my
house, by the
basement.
way. Rather
just-
than
I love
our
how
basement.
anytime we talk about the house negatively, it's his
His-
house. But it's our house whenever you're trying to say it's good.
No, man, it's good. This is our house. We live here. But no, like-
within 30 feet of you. Okay, yeah. So you kind of get to the middle of the room. You cast Detect Magic, and let's see. Whereabouts are you standing?
Well, I figure you said I walked in and I looked through the drawers and the chests and stuff. So
Oh, yeah, it's concentration on yourself. So I will say this. Whenever you're walking around and you're 30 feet away from the portal, you do not sense any magic. Whenever you get closer to the portal, you start having that feeling that magic is present.
okay, but I'm getting this is the portal magic.
Right.
Okay, interesting. So it
You-
works on
yeah,
this side of the portal too.
Everything else, it's very faint, just because when you get
Just
because you're in close proximity to it, and all there is stone up. But you get the feeling that everything else down here is not magical in nature.
okay. That's good enough for me. Then I'm gonna head back up.
Okay.
Shut the doors. And you know what? I'm gonna put the lock back on it too. It was there for a reason,
Why not?
Cell
and I
door-
have the keys. So
Cell door is locked. Okay. We will start with Hope. So Hope, you head over to the Mages District.
Yes, I want to go to potions
Okay.
first.
So you arrive over at potions.
Hello, anybody here?
Yes, I'm here. Please come in. And he kind of lifts himself up. You can tell he was kind of tidying behind his desk. He goes, oh, hello again. Well, come on in.
Hello.
How can I help you?
You might help me. And quick question: do you have any empty potion bottles?
Yes,
For
we
sale.
have some. Well, typically I fill them with potions. I don't sell them because I need them, but I'm sure I can get you. How
I
big
just
of a
want a
vial?
couple.
How big of a vial would you like?
How big do you have?
How big are you looking
Just-
for?
Just something that I could just place in bag, just very small.
Would you? You know what? And he reaches down. He pulls up his healing potions again,
Mhm.
and he's going over kind of the different sizes. You have the regular healing potion, which is kind of in a very small vial. It's probably
Mhm.
6 inches in height, and then maybe an inch in diameter. Then he goes over the greater healing potions, which has a little bit of a bowl at the bottom of it, and then the superior have a bigger bowl on the bottom of it.
Okay, I'll take the one that's like the middle.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he reaches down. Yes, how many would you like?
Just one.
Okay, so he pulls one up, slides it over. He goes, "That'd be 2 silver, please."
Okay. There you go.
All right, so mark
Thank
off
you
2
so
silver
much.
from your thing. Is there any other potions that which you were trying to procure?
No, not at the moment. But I know where to come to.
All right.
Thank you again. And I walk off and head towards the Mage Guild.
Alrighty. Victor. So you arrive at the docks,
Yar!
and hearing that,
Yeah.
hear-
Okay, so I'm at the docks.
yeah, hearing that, you see someone go, "Ha ha!" And you look over, and it's one of your old sailing buddies by the name of. Oh, what is his name? I wrote it down. Marcus. You see Marcus over in the distance.
Marcus. Okay.
Victor! Come here, you old sailor dog, you! Come here! And he puts out his arms for embracing a big hug from you.
Marcus, ahoy there! And I'm gonna come over and just grab him by the arm and like shake it.
Ha! What brings you down here? You haven't been down here. Oh, I don't even know how long it's been.
I have a word I need with you.
Nah,
For carrying an object.
What type of object are we talking about here?
Spark?
Spark?
Honestly, I have no idea what it is exactly, but a spark of a dragon.
I've never heard of a spark from a dragon. I deal with the sea. Victor.
And you've not heard a word of any of the dragons or heirlooms, artifacts. Not even any illegal procurements.
Nothing has come my way. Nothing in artifacts, but I have heard of dragons.
And what have you? Speak up.
Well, that big dragon, the blue dragon, came down here. How long ago was it? Yeah, it was a couple months ago.
Aye, what would be that dragon's name?
I don't know, he didn't say it.
Aye, fair enough.
I wasn't worried about his name. I was worried about my own life.
And is he still breathing?
I'm still breathing. I don't know. I took off.
You're killing me, Marcus.
What do you want? Victor! You come to me asking about artifacts from a dragon. This is not like you. I haven't seen you in 2 years, probably.
Aye. But I'm a debt to pay to a dragon.
Kind
I long
puts
for
his
the
head
seas
down
again.
and kind of shakes his head.
Mm-hmm.
Victor, what kind of deal did you make with a dragon?
Marcus, it be the death of us all if we don't find that spark.
Well, what does it look like? Maybe I can help you out.
It be in a cylindrical case or object of sorts, something to carry it in. It be but small.
Well, if I do find it in my journeys, I'll make sure to contact you.
Aye. How many ships do you have with you?
Well, I'm just working on the one.
And when do you leave port?
We leave port 2 days' time after we get our wares.
Aye. I'll come see you before then.
Aye. It's good seeing you, Victor. And he puts out his hand and grabs your hand and embraces in a hearty handshake.
Embrace. And yeah, I'll head off to I guess back to the mansion.
Okay. Marwin, what are you doing?
Where am I
You're
right now currently?
You're sitting on the steps of the house, smoking your pipe that Hope gave you back.
Okay. And Hope went to the Mage District. Victor is at the Piers. Axton is... Where is Axton, where are you?
And well, depending on timing of this, I'm in the unknown other part of the basement that we have that has
Okay.
access doors in the back of the house.
Okay. And Vrax is...
Standing like on the
Like right next
on the
to you.
opposite side of the porch. Standing.
still upset and mad and,
Oh, yeah.
and contemplating stuff? Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and keep smoking my pipe for now. Yeah, I have nowhere to be, nothing to really do. I'm just gonna kind of hang out and hope that Axton can figure some stuff out about this Monbin guy and his spark.
Okay.
Vrax is going to sort of shake his head a little bit as if to kind of snap out of something. He's going to look out of his peripheral and just see Marwin still chilling there, smoking his pipe. He's going to let out a little bit of a breath, and he's going to just mutter, I hate to leave you here all by yourself or fear of what you might do, but I need a walk. And so I am going to start taking a walk into town to try to see and just have a wander around where the dinner might be tonight and just kind of see what people are doing, what the townspeople are doing to prepare for it.
Sure. Hope. You said you want to head over to the Mages Guild?
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way over to the Mages Guild. You see 2 guards who stop you. Probably, maybe as you're walking up the steps, and say, "Excuse me, do you have business here at the Mages Hole?"
Actually, yes, I was wondering if I can talk to Jaco.
What's your business?
I have questions for him.
All right, let's see if he's available. Please stay right here. And he turns around
No
and
problem.
opens the door. A couple minutes go by. And he comes back out and says, "I'm sorry to inform you, Jaco is busy at this present time, preparing for the feast, and he might be available sometime after."
Is there nobody I could talk to at the moment, or is he the head?
Jocko is the head of the Mages Guild.
Okay, maybe you can ask or answer my question, or one of my many questions. Is there any other guilda around here besides Mage Guild?
Yes, there's several guilds.
What are they?
Well, over in the Traders District, you have the Monsters of Jakeen.
What is Monsters of Jakeen?
Yes, Monsters of Jakeen.
Mm-hmm. And what are the other ones?
Over in the Tinkers District, you have the Tinkers Guild. They typically only talk to gnomes and halflings, though.
Oh, no problem. And anything else?
Well, the other ones are just... Well, they're not really organizational types, if you catch my drift.
Oh, and where can I find them?
If you're looking for them, you're looking for trouble.
Okay, so maybe avoid. Alright, I just... Anything else? I'm new here, so I'd like to...
Enjoy the festivals.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the info. And then I'll go ahead and I'll walk... I'll walk towards the trade district.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything? Victor, by this time, you make it back over to the house.
Okay. And so it's just Axton, right? Axton, Vrax, and Marwin
Vrax,
on the porch.
Vrax,
Vrax went for a walk.
yeah.
Yep, I'm
Marwin's
gone.
on the porch. Axton, you come around the corner at this time. Oh, Victor.
Okay.
comes
Do we
back.
have any chairs on our porch?
No.
Usually there's chairs on a porch.
The porch is just steps leading up. There's 2 pillars, and then it's kind of like a 2-step walk into the double doors that are there.
I mean,
So-
this guy's mysterious. I don't think he sat on his porch very often. Like, dude's got
if
a portal
anything,
in his
he's-
basement.
He probably conjured a magical rocking chair if he had to sit on his porch.
He
Um,
would.
So I'm just gonna let everybody know we have there's more basement than just the magic portal room. It's actually full of just open space for storage. There's Bilko doors in the back to go down into the basement, and we have a kind of some small area of property in the back too, which is kind of nice. It's all flat, so that's something. New surprises every time we explore this house.
Our house or his house?
Axton's.
Our house. We need a name. We need a name for this.
Axton Manor.
Done. Axton Manor. I like it. But we'll probably have to run that by everybody else. So, any luck at the docks, Victor?
Not so much. I'm just gonna kind of huddle over next to Marwin and signal to have a smoke of the pipe.
I'm gonna take one more drag off the pipe, and then, of course, in all fashion of Marwin, I'm gonna start choking and coughing on it, and then I'm gonna pass it over to Victor while I'm coughing uncontrollably. And I just kind of hand it over to Victor.
He hands you a saliva-filled, coughing on it pipe.
Absolutely.
And over to Victor, and Victor.
I'll take that smoke now.
I'll have it now.
Would I know if there was if I wanted to send a letter to someplace up north? Would I have, in our little bit of travels, would I have known of a place to go to do that?
Roll an investigation.
Ugh, it's not
Just because it hasn't been brought up.
Sure.
You mean the other continent?
22.
All right. That's another thing. Whenever you roll, say your rolls, please, so that way everyone can kind of see it instead of us just reacting to it.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
with the 22, just kind of gathering the city, you've noticed trade posts where people have been, bringing letters to and from, and that the towns like this, they typically do have, or they would have a trading post that would send out letters, packages, and receive them as well.
Okay. I'll just kind of look to the guys with their interesting quandary with this saliva pipe here and tell them I'll be back in a bit. I gotta send a letter and I head out to try to find that.
Okay. You would think it would probably be in the Traders District.
Okay.
Which
I'm
is
gonna head that way.
Yeah. The Traders District is just southwest of the way the town is kind of set up is from the north to the south you have the docks, and then you have the main town square. Off to the east is the Mages District, off to the right is the Tinkers District, and to the far south it's like a clover. To the far south is the Traders District, with the Colosseum being kind of the middle point for all three districts.
And we are in the Tinker District,
correct.
if I remember.
Yeah, and there's three.
Which one is which one's on the east?
On the east.
East is the mage.
East is the mage. West is the.
And then on the west is Tinker.
Correct.
Correct. That's where we are. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So Axton heads towards the Tinker District, or I'm sorry, the Traders District. Through the crowd, you can see Hope kind of in front of you, a little bit of ways, and she's looking around. Hope, what are you doing?
I want to visit the monsters of Jakon.
Monsters of Jakeen?
Oh, Jakeen?
Yeah. Looking around, you see a familiar tower. There's a tower in each one of the districts, and looking up, you see another large airship on top of it, and that airship actually starts taking off towards the south. And roll an investigation for me, just to see how long kind of it takes.
Okay.
Get chills anytime you say that. Investigation.
These aren't bad rolls. It's just kind of okay. Looking around, you're having a
I don't
very
even see it.
yeah
Oh, there it is.
yeah you're having a
Just a
very
delay.
difficult time. You rolled an 8, by the way.
Okay.
Just make sure to say your rolls. You're having a very difficult
She's pulling
time.
a Marwin.
Trying to find the Mages Guild, or the Monsters of Jakeen.
Okay. I'm going to ask somebody. Do I see somebody around me?
Yeah, you see a couple people walking through the streets. They're shopping and stuff like that, and but you see the majority of the crowd heading towards the Colosseum at this time.
Oh, okay.
A couple people are just walking by you right now.
Hello?
Oh, yes.
Hi.
Younger looking gentleman.
I was wondering, where can I find Monsters of Jakeen?
And he kind of looks around. I'm sorry, I'm kind of new here. We just came up for the festivities, and I'm not sure where that would be. Maybe talk to a guard? Oops.
Well, thank you for your time. I'll find a garden. Enjoy the festivals.
This thing is messing up. There we go. And then he gives you a bow and starts heading on his way.
Do I find a guard?
Yeah, looking around, you'll find a guard.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ask the guard. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know where I can find Monsters of Jakeen?
Whoa. If you look down that way, he kind of points towards the tower. It says, behind the tower, you'll see a big guild hall. go over there, and that's where the monsters are.
Thank you. And I'll head that way.
Have a lovely Lovers Fest.
You too. Thank you.
Axton, are you doing anything in the Traders District?
I'm just trying to find a place where I can send some letters.
Yeah,
I got a couple of letters I'm willing to send. So.
sure. You find a shop. Roll investigation.
Guess guidance on myself.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get my
Natural 20?
Oh, natural 20.
Natural
Nice.
20. So
You come
24.
you come into the district. You look over your right, and
Get
it's
out of my way.
and it's right there. You see Hope like looking around, trying to figure out where, and you're just like, I got, whatever. And so you just walk.
I got a letter to write.
Yeah, you walk over. For the sake of time, I'm not gonna role play this out. So
That's fine.
you walk in and you do whatever you need to do without any problem.
Okay, I'll just tell you what it is real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send 3 letters. 1 to Marin, 1 to Bartholomew, and 1 to Nixera that basically says, hey, you guys ever heard of Calvin Marquis or Monben the Spark? Anything about a spark for a dragon? Just out of curiosity, any information you have, because especially I know Marin came to visit and then he left. Just basically anything they can help me, or Quentin Flamel, QF, that guy. And just anything you can help me out with this would be awesome, and then pay the people to send the letters up north.
Okay. For all 3 letters to go up north, be like 5 gold.
Okay. So,
So you send the letters to Nixera, Bartholomew,
and Marin.
and okay, Hope, you make your way over to the mages or the Monsters of Jakeen guild, and there's 2 guards standing outside of the guild hall.
Hello. How are you two doing?
Oh, we're doing quite well. How about yourself?
I'm good. How does one enter in the guild?
I'm not too sure. We're just standing out here because of the vast amount of people. Normally, we don't stand out here. We're just regular guards. But I'm sure you just ask.
Do you mind if I go inside?
Absolutely. Come inside. And he opens
I'll
up
walk
the-
in.
It's a typical guild hall. There's several pillars up. You see a couple people walking around. One thing that you notice in here is there's trophies of animals and creatures and all kinds of other weird stuff hanging on the walls. Kind of like
I
in
pet my raven.
Yeah. Anything, but they're all the heads. Some of them have different features missing from the heads, but it's all they're all pretty much trophies of boasting,
Okay.
including animals that you've never seen before.
Do I see somebody who's like in charge of the guild?
You see a familiar half elf. You would recognize him as Kiros Sotri, the ranger who interfered with Torben. You also see another half elf. I want to make sure that he's half elf. I'm sorry. A half ogre or half orc. I'm sorry. A couple humans. It's pretty much filled up. You
Like
see
different. Okay.
Yeah, you see a bald-headed wood elf. There's all kinds of different races in there.
Alright.
Nobody
gonna
that
go
looks
ahead-
like a leader. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and wave. If the Kiro sees me, I'm gonna wave and try to motion him towards me, or I can meet him halfway.
Yeah, he sees you and waves and starts walking towards you. Oh, pleasure to see you again. How
you
are you?
too. I'm good. How about you?
I'm better now, thanks to
That's
you and your
good.
companions.
It's good to hear. What is this guild about?
Well, it's not really my place to say, but
Oh,
we do track, kill exotic creatures for money.
oh, sounds good. Who do I talk to I guess, get the job?
Normally, it's Zabinthron, but he is indisposed of. All the leaders of the guilds here in Hellbrook get together before the feast. So I would say come
I
back after
check
the
till
feast.
tomorrow. Okay. Okay.
Or tomorrow.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out this whole place. Apparently we have a home here now.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Were you interested
So-
in joining the monsters?
Yes. How does one enter in this?
Well, there's a
I'll be-
trial,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure that you and your companions would pass no problem. And then after that, it's kill, kill, kill.
Sounds very, very good. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah, no
information. So, yeah, it looks like everyone is busy with the feast coming up.
Yeah. Well,
So-
after the feast, everything should go back to normal here in Hellbrook.
True, true. Actually, I do have a question. What is Lover's Fest anyway?
Oh, the Lovers Fest is the first bloom of the flowers. We do it every year. It changes sometime depending on the seasons, but the first bloom of the flowers signifies the beginning of love, and Hellbrook celebrates it. It's a way for, if you ask me, it's just a way for people to spend money on useless stuff.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I'm gonna head back to my home and tell everyone about this place, and maybe see you at the festival or the feast tonight. All right?
I will be there.
Thank you.
I didn't
And I'm
catch your
gonna go
name,
ahead.
by the way.
My name is Hope.
Hope. I'm Kiros. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And he kind of bows and Is anyone else want to do anything? You guys head back, correct? After you get done.
Yeah.
We'll fast forward a little bit, unless there was something that you wanted to do.
I'm just reading that book.
Yeah, Axton. One thing that you pick up on that kind of piques your interest when reading more about Monben is you learn about Blue Dragon's layers, and
Okay.
they typically they have kind of a lightning storm that happens in a 6-mile radius around its center, and
That's terrifying.
you pick up that the sand, and from what your companions have told you, with grass kind of surrounding where the sand was, the sand isn't from a beach. It's because of all the lightning and the rain gathering up. The lightning has actually caused it to be sandy there. So that's pretty much what you gathered from it.
Okay.
You start, while everybody's inside the home, you start hearing the classic horns that you heard before, the boo, 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 and you hear a knock at your door.
Go and answer the door.
Okay. Standing in front of you is two guards, and they say, "Is this Marwin's mercenaries' home?"
Yes. Yes, it is.
Perfect. We're here to escort you to the feast. So please gather your party and gather any materials that you wish to bring with you, and follow us.
All right. Well,
Now, Axton is at the house, right? You're in the house.
Everyone's at the house, yeah.
this is later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're
We kinda
fast forward.
yeah,
Okay.
we kind of
Yeah.
fast forward.
I was about to say, did me and Victor just get ignored on the porch? Just
Yep.
walked right past us. Yep. Like, you know what? We don't even care about you two
They like
guys.
look
I'm not
over
gonna
and they
smoking a
see
pipe.
drool coming off of this
Yeah.
pipe, and they're like, "Anyway, are you guys
This
ready to
can't. This can't be the guys.
go?"
Okay.
Just I'll grab everybody and let them know that they're here to escort us to the feast.
All right. They escort you over to the town square, where there's large tables set up. You guys are sitting at the main table, and with Axton closest to the center of the table, and whatever you guys wish to sit in the order. It doesn't. It's up to you who sits there, but you see some other people sitting at the main table. Everybody starts gathering around, and in the middle of this square is Torben, completely skinned, and he is cooked pretty much for everyone to eat. Coming behind you, guys, is a very familiar gnome who you've seen a couple of times, and he rushes past and stands up on his chair and goes, "Excuse me, can I get everyone's attention, please?" And everybody starts hushing down, and he says, "Please join me and raise your goblets." And he grabs his glass and lifts it up. "In a toast to commemorate the end of the 157th Lovers Festival. We are honored to be feasting on Torben, the great king boar, with such exquisite guests. From the Mages Guild, we have Jacko Former." And Jacko stands up and gives a nod, and everybody starts clapping. And he looks over to his right again and says, "From the Monsters of Jakeen, we have Zabin Thrawn." And Zabin stands up, and he's a half-elf with short hair. He's got 3 scars. They go from the top of his head all the way down to his chin, the middle scar going over his right eye. His right eye is completely white. And he says, "From the Tinkers District, we have Peter Silverfoot." And people are clapping here. Woo, 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 woo. The applause are much higher for Peter than it was for the other two. And finally, and he looks over to you 5, we have Marin's Mercenaries, the group who finally took down Torben, and this year's honored guest. And everybody starts clapping and cheering. "I hope you enjoy your new home here in Hellbrook. You 5 have forged your way into Hellbrook's history books, so eat hearty and dine like kings tonight." And he looks over to the rest of the crowd. "Let the feast begin!" Everybody, and there's, they start celebrating by playing some music. And it's festive music. And everyone starts dining and eating, and they're passing out wine, and it's a big celebration. And then that's where we're going to end hour 1 for this week. So stay tuned. We got a cool little thing for you guys during the break, and we will see you here shortly.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You can mute
It's
everything.
music, man.
I know.
Final
I'm
Fantasy
digging
Crystal
it.
Chronicles.
Sorry, it's everything's
I'm
muted.
river,
It's
I'm
gonna
river
be
dancing
bad.
over here right now.
I am Vrax, Barbarian and Bronze Dragonborn. Molded by the likes of this war-hungry clan of Drakenokar, he was later rejected and left to die for not obeying military orders. Or so they thought. After finding his way to the diverse and welcoming city of Morinthia to start a new life, old memories found him in the city's prison, only to be transported to his new fate and his new companions.
My name is Hope. When I was 7 years old, I heard a whisper. She called herself Ayala. She told me that she waited for me and I would become her champion. At that moment, I felt a sting in the back of my neck. My sister saw it and told me it was ill omen, and our father would give me to a high lord to wed. So I hid the mark. But later, my father found out, and indeed told me that I would wed. So I forged my own pact with Queen Tatiana herself. When the time was right, I would run away and head towards the south. I know one day everything would catch up to me. In the meantime, I will enjoy my freedom. But the question still remains. Will I ever truly be free?
I am Axton Fletcher, human fighter and cleric of Tymora. I was raised in the small town of Berksley, a town made famous due to its legendary blacksmith, Dane Fletcher, my father. Dane's talents caught the attention of the warlord Zagrath, which brought the ongoing civil war to Berksley. Zagrath ordered Dane to provide him his most powerful weapon in exchange for his family's life. Disobeying Zagrath's demands, my father brought me, and the weapon Zagrath had desired, to a temple in the nearby city of Greenmere. It was here, at the Temple of Tymora, where I was raised. I studied the Tymoran faith and quickly became an acolyte at the temple. When not studying, I could often be found training with Fatebringer, the maul left to me by my father, and one of the only connections to my early childhood. While at the temple, I found a surrogate father and fellow Bartholomew, a surly old dwarf who had been serving the temple for ages. Bartholomew was the one who told me of a powerful Tymoran relic that was stolen from the temple centuries ago. In honor of my goddess and determined to repay the Tymoran faith for the kindness it had shown me, I set out in search of the relic. My travels took me all over the northern continent of Talos. I made several allies during this time, but also learned that one's past has a nasty way of returning. Through the help of 3 stalwart companions, I was able to put a stop to Zagrath's return from beyond the grave by destroying his phylactery. Riding high on this victory, I soon learned of another tragedy. The town of Greenmere and the temple where I grew up was razed by the ancient red dragon Tessellak. When it seemed all was lost, a glimmer of hope shone through the darkness. Rumors of an ancient Tymoran relic had been spotted on the southern continent of Velis. Not having much reason to stay behind, I set out on my search once again. May the Lady Who Smiles guide me on this quest.